Um, Dietrich, I think I have to tell you something.
What?
I think Rune's gone.
Why didn't she say goodbye?
I don't know. And Dietrich, I'm trying to be positive, but I'm very sad about this. She was supposed to teach me gnome stuff, and now I don't, and she's gone, and I don't like it.
We're gonna awkwardly wake everybody up.
Yeah.
So all Mac, William, Thomas, and Carrie, they'll join you all up above. And then if you guys want to wake up, you can.
Yes, for sure.
Yep, I'll wake up.
I guess we're all meeting up on deck. Is that where we're going?
Yeah, I think so.
We're sorry for the impromptu meeting, but Greya has some information that I think maybe she would like to share with everybody.
Well, should we wait for him to get here? Moon hasn't shown up yet.
Well,
probably tired from her first walk.
No, Rune's not here. When she finished her watch, she left all of her things under my pillow, and then I saw a fog cloud, and I think she's gone, and I don't think she's coming back.
You think she left us after her watch in the middle of the night, leaving us unwatched, without saying anything to any of us?
It was about time for me to come up for my watch, so I think she waited, but yeah, she didn't say goodbye.
Do you think she was taken? Do you think she's in danger?
I don't think so, because she left all of her things under my pillow, so I think she knew she was leaving. I don't know if she was trying to say goodbye.
So she's planned this. Greya, you were on the island with her. Did she give any indication that she had been planning this?
No, I don't think so. I mean, I haven't had very many friends, and I don't think I'm very good at it, but it seemed like things were going good, and we were learning gnome stuff together, and we got through the maze together, and it felt really good to have someone there. But I guess maybe I wasn't a very good friend, and
I don't think that's true. I don't think that's it at all. I know that when I was her age, I was made to leave certain places. If she left stuff with you, I'm sure that there was a reason why she had to go. I know that there were times when I left places very abruptly when people didn't expect it. It wasn't anything they did. It was something beyond them and beyond me.
Rune has always been very private. I'd hoped that she would have said something to one of us, but if you feel like she left and she wasn't in danger.
We could always keep an eye out on foggy days, if you would like, Greya.
Yeah, I'd like that, just to make sure.
No, she's capable, but I still find this all worrying. She's so little.
But she's very tough.
She's very capable.
She is. It's true.
Well, we thought it was important to wake you all and tell you now instead of waiting till the morning, but I suppose if you wanted to go back to sleep, I can continue watching.
You can go to sleep, Dietrich. I think I would like to take the next watch and stay up.
Thank you for telling us.
Yeah. I'm sorry that this happened. I'm very sad. I think I'm gonna stay up here too.
Right, Greya. But I don't think you need to apologize.
Thomas is gonna just kind of look at everybody and be like, well, it's almost morning at this point. Do we want to just figure out where we're going and head there?
I don't think this changes our plans. Where are we thinking that we should head to next? What should our destination be?
I guess we don't know much about the islands, but do you think maybe one of the islands is like fully populated and full of rich culture and very busy?
If the islands, from what Nekkar was saying, Hickory? I say her name different every single time.
Hikari?
Hikari was saying that the islands were created by those captains to protect those bangles. I think they might all be isolated. I had hoped to eventually run into an actual port, but I don't think that's going to happen as long as we keep sailing to these islands on this map.
Right, great.
What's the next closest island, maybe?
Thomas will look at you and he's like, well, you got the map now.
Who has the map?
Oh, yeah,
Greya.
so I guess Greya goes back down and gets the map from under her pillow and runes things.
Okay, cool. So looking at the map, you guys would know that kind of based on the look of the map and everything, that the fact that you got bangles, that the two islands next to Niraday are the ones that you guys washed up on, so that the next one is the one that's like very to the northeast, and it's Namakath.
Hikari, do you happen to know anything about, did Nautilus ever say anything about Nullcath? Maybe if we could know what we're heading into?
Hikari says, that's the one that brother created.
Wonderful.
And then Thomas is like, he turns to everyone who he had previously spoken to the night of the attack. And he's like, that's the one, as I said, if we're going to head there, we got to be ready for.
Can you remind us what we have to get ready for?
A fight. You don't go there unless you're looking for a fight.
So there's people there.
It's populated, from what I know. I don't know if it's the kind of people you're looking for, though.
Right, they don't sound very welcoming.
So there is a town there. There's a port that we could sail into.
I don't know what it's like. I've never been there. I never dared go myself. I know some of the mightiest warriors go there to try to prove themselves. And from the stories I heard, none of them come back.
So we shouldn't go there. Are they pirates?
We can go there. I'm just saying we have to be ready. That's why we've been training. And although I don't know exactly what it's like there or what these fighters who went before were like, I will say of any of the crews I've worked with, somehow this ragtag gang of misfits is the toughest one I've been with. So maybe we do stand a chance.
Well, thanks, Thomas.
Yeah, thanks, Thomas. And you're part of that strong crew, too.
I don't know if that was a compliment, but...
Misfits is a strong word.
I mean, you don't look like your typical crew. I don't think there's any denying that.
I also don't think that misfit's necessarily a bad word.
I didn't mean it as one.
I've just never had it applied to myself before.
Welcome. I mean, if anything, Caladia, you're the strangest looking one here.
Gets sadder looking. He's just full winter.
Aleda reminds herself to like file down her claws, which have gotten like weirdly sharper.
How long? Oh, sorry.
Once can make a perception check.
Yes, please.
15.
10.
So
Go ahead.
I got 8 technically because I have a +7, but I did roll a natural 1.
Okay. You don't know what's going on. You're very sad right now. You're not paying attention to the world.
I rolled a 3. I have a passive perception of 11.
Okay.
But yeah.
Cool.
I think Aleda is busy thinking of like, well, if we have to prepare that, we should probably do the binding ceremony that she had thought about in order to make our powers more powerful.
Okay. Sorry, Dietrich, what did you get?
15.
15. Okay. So Dietrich, Caladir, Thomas, and Hakari all look out and see that there are quite a few ships approaching you.
Do they look familiar?
With a 15, you wouldn't know. What did you get, Caladir?
10, I believe.
Oh, then you didn't see it. Sorry, I include you in that.
Okay.
Thomas would see because he got really high. He looks out and he's like, "Oh fuck! These ships, they look like the one that we saw at Nurade, Caladir."
Do you think they've seen us?
They are heading right for you, and they're kind of surrounding you.
Okay. Let me get out my ship page. Well, at least we'll have a chance to try out our new cannons.
Yeah. Cool. So, are you gonna do that? Who are you sending?
Thomas.
Yes, Captain.
Pardon? What?
Thomas just said yes, Captain.
Oh, okay. And Mac, I guess. Does Mac know how to do that?
It's a whole new thing down there right now.
Ooh, I don't know. Maybe William. I'll send William and Thomas.
Okay. So they run down and they await your word.
Are we in like range to be shooting at them?
What's that?
Are we in range to be shooting at them?
What? Can you remind me? You have the sheet, eh? Can you remind me what the cannon's reach is?
60 feet.
60 feet, so they're not quite in range yet.
Does that count for our fancy new cannons? I bet those
Yes,
shoot
because the
really
cannons
far.
themselves haven't changed.
Okay. All right. How far away are the ships right now?
They're about 120 feet around. Away from you. And there are 4 different ships kind of coming at you from all angles. There's one behind you, one in front of you. Or no, I guess not in front of you because you're at the island. So there's one behind you, 2 to the port side, and 1 to the starboard side.
Okay, so we're like totally flanked. All right. And can you? It's been so long since we did like a sea battle. Do we have cannons on both sides?
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to have Mac kind of stand on the stairs as like, and he could like relay for us.
Okay.
And I'm going to tell him to have William and Thomas fire on both the. Oh wait, we're not in range though.
Not yet. No.
Okay. Heck. I guess. And we have the one cannon on the front of the ship, right?
Yes. But there's nothing to the front of you right now.
No, they're behind us and on each side of us. Okay. I will. Oh, it's been so long since I did do this. Can I go forward and try to swing around to the port side? So there's 2 on that side, right?
Port side, yes.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to forward and then swing to that side.
Okay, give me 1 second. I just need to get something out here. While I'm doing this, everyone else, if you want to position yourself kind of wherever you want while this is happening.
Cool.
Did we ever find out how that monkey fights?
Not yet.
Okay. Kelly's gonna yell it. Accurate though. Are you do you want to take watch or would you fight?
Carrie doesn't really answer you, but she reaches behind her, grabs her quarterstaff, and just does this like super fancy like spin thing, and then like does one of the end poses where like the quarterstaff is behind her and her hands out, and she looks like absolutely determined.
Okay, well he's not gonna worry about her anymore. That's fine. All right, let's go steer the ship and mind his business.
She is going to go to the back. Mac is at the stairs. Cool. And actually, after they run down, William comes back up and takes position here because he's not needed. Now that everything is done, only one person is needed to control all the cannons.
Okay.
Nice.
So rope me is keeps timing out on me. So I'll position myself by just trying to. Oh, I'm not moving because I'm at the wheel. Okay, never mind. It's all good.
And actually, William runs up and he starts bringing up the anchor in case you guys want to make any moves or anything.
Oh, yes, that would be first. Before we sent him downstairs, get him to put up the anchor. Why am I captain, guys? Okay.
We know so much about boats. We're great
We
at
do.
this.
We're just like so knowledgeable.
So to let you know what this contraption did and what Rune managed to do, I got Nina to roll a performance to see how she would do in building this.
Mm-hmm.
And she fucking killed it. So she managed to get all the cannons so that they reload automatically. And then in order to fire them, there are like 2 handles that come down from the ceiling And so like you fire port side, fire starboard side, and then they reload, and you just have to pull. So it's kind of like I don't know, this cool little gun thing. Like your ship turns into a gun, and these are the triggers.
I hope it's intuitive so William understands what this means. Otherwise, he's just going to be like, these cannons have been messed with.
When they're down, when they're under...
He gets it. He's managed to like look at it, and he's been on enough ships that he's seen something like this before.
Okay, good. One last present from Rune. That's really nice.
Cool. And then we'll get everyone to roll initiative.
Skelly.
Cool. So if you remember, it's been a while since we did a ship battle. Kaladir, on your initiative, you get to do the ship attacks, and then everyone else. Now there's a bit more you can do because it had to be people on the cannons, and on their turns they would fire the cannons. Now it's just Thomas, so you guys have more opportunity to kind of prep yourself or do whatever you think you want to do.
Less.
Cool. So Thomas is up first with his nat 20.
Go! Thomas, our boy!
And he is actually just going to hold his turn and wait until they're close enough to fire at them.
Okay.
And then we have Kaladir.
Okay, I'm gonna get us close enough. I'm going to have the ship move up just far enough that it can swing around to the port side, and then we can start, and then try and get close enough that we can start firing on them.
Okay, so you can, give me a second. You take half your movement to turn, which would get you just out of range of the cannons. You're closer, but not quite there.
Heck. Okay. Well, we're in a, but that means that they can.
So you're now facing the two ships that are coming at you, and so now instead of you had one behind and one to your starboard side, so now you have two in front of you, one to your port side and one to your rear now.
Okay, so there is two in front of us now. The ones that were previously.
I'm gonna try to give me 1 second. I'll try to make a map of this.
I'm just drawing myself a diagram so I know what the heck is going on. Is the lady Chink still at, like, is it full hit points?
Oh yeah. You guys are good.
Also, we had a long rest, I'm assuming. So I'm just gonna fix that.
Yep, this is pretty much the next morning while Greya and Rune run watch and stuff, so everyone's had a full rest.
Okay. I was still at like half health and I was like, oh no. What happened?
So we are at Dietrich.
All right, I was wrestling with myself with what I wanted to do. But I think this turn, because Dietrich is not sure who is on those ships and not sure when we will get to those ships and if they will have the ability to fire on us first. So Dietrich is going to spend a key point and he's going to take patient defense.
Okay.
As a bonus action. And then he's going to put himself in the most advantageous place to eventually board a ship or be there when people try to board our ship.
Okay.
Which means he would probably be near where Thomas has taught him to use the ropes.
I was just going to say, so are you going to do the Thomas thing?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you get yourself kind of on the center mast and grab the rope, getting ready.
And then ready myself to dodge, which for you means that if someone fires on him, they're at disadvantage. And if I have to make a dexterity throw, I am at advantage.
Okay. Then after his turn, know that one's not going to get close enough because you guys left. So, all the ships get closer. The one to your rear, since you kind of left it behind, still doesn't get close enough for it to reach you. The other ones do, but Thomas held his turn, so he's going to fire 3 cannons.
Bless.
The one to the port side. Let me just pull up. Oh, Thomas. Only one of the cannons hits. But it's 5d10 plus 5. So he gets the one to the port side of you for 29 points of damage. But they are going to fire at you. But since it's the front of their ships that are all facing you, they only fire 1 each, so you're getting fired at 3 times as opposed to their side cannons, which might have been a bunch of times.
Okay.
So 2 of those hit.
Unacceptable.
So the Lady Chank takes 42 points of damage.
Ouch.
No, we're fine. We're still up there.
And I just want to double check.
I honestly picture Keller just being like, "It's okay, guys. It's all right, everyone. It's fine."
I mean, he's pretty level-headed in war
Yeah.
situations, so...
Okay, that's it. So now it is Greya's turn.
How close is the closest ship to us?
They are 60 feet away. The front ones, well, actually, the front ones are probably about 40 feet, and the one to the port side is 60 feet.
Okay. If I were to shoot, like, at specifically at a... Can I shoot specifically at a cannon on a ship?
Yeah.
Okay, because I want to use guiding bolts, and I'm like, but at the cannon, because it's 120-foot range.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Which one are you going for?
The one that's closer.
Okay. So that's the one to the port side. So we're gonna do, if you hit their AC +5, then I'll say that you were precise enough to directly hit the cannon. If not, then you just hit the ship in general.
You're muted, just in case you're responding.
Oh, no, I was just saying, okay.
Cool.
Okay, so that's 16 plus 7... 24? Question mark?
Ooh.
No, 23. Which one is
Yeah,
it?
you just missed the cannon. You hit the ship, but you
Okay.
you missed the cannon.
Alright, so I guess I'll roll my damage, 4d6. Let me get rid of that. 1, 2, 3, 4d6. I don't add anything? That's rude. 17.
Okay. Cool. So, like, you see a piece of wood fly off the ship, but the ship's not. It's a big ship. It's not slowing down.
How much? Can you? How much did Thomas do damage for?
I forget. 20 something. 29, I think.
Thank you.
Aleda.
Which ship isn't the cannons trained on and isn't the one that Gray has hit already?
Sorry, which is what?
Sorry, the cannons are trained on 2 ships, correct?
Yes, so you have a front cannon to go for the front ones. No one's on that cannon, but there is a front cannon. There is a rear cannon, but all 3 of them are the ones that are pointing at the one on the port side.
Okay. Which was the one that Gray hit? I just want to hit one that hasn't been attacked yet.
Okay, so the only one that has been hit is the one to the side of you. Okay. So front and back are both untouched.
Cool. I'll go for the back one. I'll go to the back of the ship.
Okay.
Is that ship within 60 feet of me if I go to
that one's not. No, that one's about...
Okay, then. I want to go for one that's within 60 feet of me for my
Okay, you can go to the front ones then. They're at 40 feet.
I will do that. So I'll go to the front of the ship. I would like to cast Ice Knife, if possible, similar to how Greya was trying to shoot for just the cannon. I'd like to kind of shoot the bottom of the ship that's kind of close to the water, because in the event that I pierce it, at least there'll be a hole and they'll be taking on water as well.
Okay.
And I guess, like, if I miss that, if I hit the ship, that's cool too. But you can decide a DC for that.
Yeah, that one's going to be a little less DC because...
It's the broadside of a ship.
Yeah, it's a big part of the ship. So we'll just say, just give it a +2 to its AC to hit that specific part.
Cool, thank you. Now, I believe since this is the first spell that I'm going to cast in this session, since I faced my Hag Mother, there's another mechanic that you need to explain to our audience.
Yes. So now that everything has happened with Aleda's Hag Mother, and that power is kind of inside of her, but it's a dark power that is looking to take over. Sorry. We are going to be doing, anytime Aleda uses magic, she will have to afterwards roll for dark magic before the effect of her spell takes place. She'll have to roll. In the event of a nat 1, the dark magic takes over, in which case we'll make some rolls to find out what spell that is. And then every time the dark magic doesn't take over and it builds up, the DC goes up. So the first time she does magic, it's a nat 1 will cause dark magic. If she is successful, the next time she does magic, it's a 2 or a 1. And then a 3, 2, 1, and similar, and so on. And then when it does happen, it resets back to 1.
Does the DC reset back to 1 after a long rest if I have not cast a spell, or does it just keep going?
I hadn't thought about that. After a long rest, I'll say, yeah, it'll reset again.
I have a special smoky die for it. So
perfect. I will also say for the long rest, you're gonna have to, in order to reset it during a long rest, do kind of like a meditation type thing, you have to calm yourself down sort of thing, which can easily happen during a long rest. But
cool. But if I'm worked up or something,
always mention that you will be like taking yourself aside and like doing whatever you need to do.
Cup of peppermint tea every night. Yeah. New ritual.
Cool. Yeah. So you can fire away on that.
Okay. So first, should I see if I hit a natural 1 with my special dark magic die? Yeah. I don't want to have the disappointment of, oh, good, I hit, and then have it snatched away from me. Oh, that's cocked. Sorry. That's a 9.
You are fine.
Cool. All right, let's get that out of the way. Let's see if I hit. That's a nat 1 for my ice knife.
Hit, but it's
does not
better than getting that one in the other roll. So
cool. Yeah. Well, Better than nothing. All my ice knife just goes into the
feel
ocean.
this dark power start to creep up, and you're able to control it, but in doing that, you kind of lose control of what you're actually doing and just fire it right into the water.
Yep, that's very disappointing. That was my highest level spell slot. I was right off the bat. All gone. I'm just being honest. I didn't have to say, but I'm like, no, I would have tried to go full force. God damn it. Goodbye, 4th level spell slot.
Oh, man.
I'm fine.
Pardon me?
This is fine.
Yep. For ice knife, even if it doesn't hit, they do have to jump out of the way for a dexterity saving throw. Is it possible? It's a nat 1. So
with a nat 1, no. You just went
That's
right into
fair.
the water.
Totally fair. It was a nat 1. Yep. But Aleda is, glad that she was correct in her assumption that there is an undue influence on her. She's not happy about it, but she's glad that she assessed it correctly.
Yeah. Okay.
And she kept it together.
Later. It is Hikari's turn. Hikari is going to jump up, and I'm just gonna say this. I'll try to explain it as much as I can during fights, but always assume whenever Hikari is moving during a fight, it looks friggin' cool. She's flipping all over the place, grabbing things. She's being a monkey. So she jumps up, swings a couple times on the mast, and jumps onto the part of the mast where the sail is, kind of right next to the opposite side one that Dietrich is on, and she also grabs a rope and just kind of looks at Dietrich and just kind of nods.
Super cool, but I'm super jealous.
And she's gonna hold on her turn until they get close enough for her to board and attack. It's Mac's turn. Mac is just holding. He's also gonna hold his turn until someone comes on board that he can actually hit. And now the ship's come a little closer. Okay, yeah, they're close enough. The 2 front ones are going to ram you.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I do a reaction? Can I do a sharp turn?
Yes.
Which is it? Just a dex saving throw or save the roll?
Yep. So, yeah, just do that, and then we'll see what happens.
It's a 10.
You are not successful.
Okay. Because it is a sharp turn.
Yeah.
Even if we even because we're making a sharp turn, we don't miss it, but we still make the movement, right?
Yeah, you can turn, so they're gonna be ramming into your side.
I don't think that's better. Okay. Well, I said that we are gonna do it, so it would have been port side, the sharp turn.
So the first ram gets you for 57 points of damage.
Okay.
And they have to roll. Hold on. But they also take that amount of damage.
And which one rammed us? Can you just remind me?
The 2 that are now at your side are ramming you.
Okay.
So then the other one's getting you.
I don't like when you make those faces, Richard.
Whichever one.
The other one, which is now at your side because they were both close enough to ram you, the other one gets you for 77 points of damage. And also takes that much damage themselves. So that Dietrich, were you waiting? Was your held turn to board?
I cannot board
dodge?
this turn.
Okay.
It was to dodge.
So Hakari is going to try to board them.
Again, she's super cool. I'm super jealous.
Where are hers? Yes. Cool. So she flies off, and she boards the ship that's now in front of you. She swings around and jumps and does like this cool flip in the air and lands on the ground, almost as like a superhero landing, with her quarterstaff ready. And and now it's William's turn. So William is at the front, and he is going to fire a cannon at the ship that's in front. That does not hit. So the cannon just kind of flies over the ship. He didn't aim it properly before shooting it.
It's a new technology. We're not familiar with it.
William's pretty familiar with it.
William!
We were trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. Guys, I'm like so excited to think.
And so now it is back to Thomas's turn. So now the two that are beside you, he is able to fire a cannon at both of those.
Bless.
None of them hit. Actually, they're so close, I'm giving him his advantage on that. Because, like, how do you not hit that? All of them hit.
Ooh.
I thought he was gonna get it that he didn't hit them again.
So he gets them both for 40 points of damage.
How are they looking?
So you see there are bits and pieces flying off this ship, but the ship, very much like the crew, kind of looks like an undead ship. So it didn't have that much, like there were already a bunch of holes in it to begin with that didn't really seem to slow these ships down. So there are pieces flying off the ship. There is less of the ship that there was before, but like they're not close to sinking or anything like that. I didn't move the other ship during its last turn, so it gets closer now as well. And actually, that ship is close enough for William to try for as well.
You mean Thomas?
Yeah, Thomas. And he already rolled for the cannons, which hit, so that one gets the same amount of damage. I don't know why I'm rolling. It's cannons. It's the same attack. Cool. So he got all the ships along the side, but they're still coming at you. Kellidir. So
Okay.
everyone except for the one that's now to your port side, all these ships are like right on you.
Okay.
Actually, can I get everyone? I didn't do this before, which I should have. When they rammed you, can I get everyone to roll a dex to see who fell down from it?
Saving throw?
Yeah.
27.
Okay, you're fine. You're holding onto the rope, so you're able to kind of like grab it tighter and balance yourself.
Aleda got 7. Oh wait, sorry, no, that's a 9. That's not a 6. I got 10.
Okay, Aleda falls down.
I fell down. I got a 10.
Keldir falls down. Greya?
13.
13. Yep, Greya falls down. Mac's very dexterous. He's fine.
He's naturally like always kind of weirdly unsteady on his feet, so he's just like, oh, this is normal.
Hikari is already gone. Where is William? William, what's your dex? William is on the ground. That's why he missed. And I think that's everybody that needs to... Mac, William, Thomas. Yep. Okay. Continue. Keldir, you have to stand up first, though.
I would like to drag myself up by the wheel.
Okay.
Just remind me again, when it's my turn and it's my act, like I have my movement of the ship, but for an action, is it the cannons firing again?
No, you can just do the movement of the ship, and you can, because you're not actually controlling the cannons.
I would like to move, nobody's boarded anything yet, right, from our crew?
Hikari has gone on board the ship that's in front of you.
Okay. The ship that's in front of us. I'm going to move up next to the ship in front of us.
Okay.
Yeah. Just so that we're parallel to it.
You want to get closer up like that?
Yes.
Okay.
How much, whoever is William on the cannons, he can see out of the, like, portholes, right?
Thomas is downstairs.
Thomas, right, okay.
He can he can't see too much, but, like, he can see that there's a ship right there.
Okay. That's my turn.
Okay. Cool.
Can I have a personal action, like, Keldir?
Yeah.
Okay.
It depends on what you did, because you did just steer the ship, so you did use a lot of stuff, but, like...
That was my movement, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so for my action... can I use... magic missile to try and hit their cannons that are facing us?
Which one? The ones that you just got up beside?
Yeah. One that we're like right next. The one that the Hickory. I don't know. I can't say her name. Hickory is on.
You could go maybe for the front cannon, but the side cannons are too low down, so you wouldn't be able. They're like fully covered by your ship.
Okay, then I'll do 3 magic missiles with that one then.
Okay.
And that way. I know I asked this every time we do it. I don't have to roll a d20 for that, right? It just hits?
You just hit.
Okay. That's scary. All right. That's 9 points of damage.
9 points of damage? Cool. So you, it hits and it kind of shifts the cannon a little bit. Like, the cannon itself is fine, but the structure that's in place to hold it cracks a little bit. So that cannon will now have disadvantage on hits because it's not aiming quite properly.
Okay. That's it. That's all I got.
Cool. None of these are ramming you, but they are all close enough now that you are getting boarded by a lot of skeletons.